Hello, Planning Commissioners, Mr. Chair, Vice Chair. I'm Daniel Hauk, Associate Planner in City of Oxnard's Planning Department, and I'm the project planner for this application. The application is a request to the Planning Commission for a general plan and coastal land use plan conformity determination for the partial vacation of a waterline easement located within the Channel Islands neighborhood. This application was filed by Mark and Kai Herman, who are the property owners of the vacant property involved in this application at 4201 West Hemlock Street. The requested disposition of real property is located at 4201 and 4211 West Hemlock Street. And the purpose of the disposition is to support the development of a single-family residence for the 0.31 acre vacant lot located at 4201 West Hemlock Street. We currently have a building permit submitted for the single-family residence to take place on Lot 3. As you can see in Exhibit 2, with the current easement there on Lot 3, there isn't sufficient room to support the development of a single-family residence at this time. As you can see, the project properties are located within the Channel Islands neighborhood, and those properties are also located within the coastal zone. Therefore, they are part of the coastal land use plan, which is why today we are not only reviewing conformity with the 2030 general plan, but with the coastal land use plan as well. The land use designation for the project properties under the general plan for the project site is residential existing. This is also the overwhelming zoning surrounding the project properties, as well as easement, which would be for the canals. However, to the north, we do have planned unit development residential. As far as the zoning designations go, the project sites are single-family water-oriented, which is also to the south and sporadically in other areas around. However, to the north again, we have coastal planned unit, community, and community reserve for the multifamily development and the canal to the north. And to the west, there is a little more higher density residential in RW2 to the west. The existing land use overwhelmingly is residential, and the canals, of course, surrounding the project site. Well, the project site, the western address is developed with a single-family residence, while the eastern address is vacant. Again, showing the zoning designations for the general plan, we have residential existing, and for the zoning, we have single-family water-oriented. The background of the easement is that a waterline easement was initially dedicated to the city of Oxnard as part of track map number 4132-1, recorded on November 8th, 1986 for the Harbor Island condominium development in Mandalay Bay, which is to the north. In 2006, through the subsequent approval of public improvements for track map number 5266, the water line and the roadway between Harbor Island Lane and West Hemlock Street were both removed to make way for the construction of the canal, as you can see in the two graphics below. As a result, a replacement public water main was constructed on Harbor Island Lane to South Victoria Street. Therefore, the waterline easement over 4201 and 4211 West Hemlock Street is no longer needed. Government Code Section 65402 requires that real property disposition must be consistent with the general plan and the coastal land use plan, and that the Planning Commission must determine if the location, purpose, and extent are consistent with the are in conformance with the 2030 general plan and the coastal land use plan. In staff's review of the request, we determined that the easement does conform with the intent and policies of the 2030 general plan and the coastal land use plan. Both properties are zoned for residential, as we've seen before, and in the coastal land use plan specifically, the properties are outlined as being in the Oxnard Shores area. If we refer to the Oxnard Shores area in Chapter 2, Section 2.3, it is further outlined that Oxnard Shores is suitable for residential use and that the existing neighborhoods in Oxnard Shores are designated for infill development. Pursuant to the California Environmental Quality Act, the proposed general plan conformity does not constitute a project. Therefore, the easement, this process of determining if it conforms to the general plan, does not need to undergo CEQA due to Section 15061B3 and Section 15378B5. However, any development that takes place on the property after this general plan conformity, this sequel will be determined if it is needed or not. However, being a ministerial building permit, it will not be required. In conclusion, staff recommends that Planning Commission find the project exempt from environmental review pursuant to the California Environmental Quality Act, Section 15061B3 and Section 15378B5, and adopt the resolution 2023-XX, affirming that the City of Oxnard's disposition of real property located at APNs 188-0-120-100, APN 188-0-120-110, and APN 188-0-120-095 are that it is in conformance with the City of Oxnard 2030 General Plan and Coastal Land Use Plan, and recommending that the City Council order the disposition. That is all for my presentation. Thank you for your time.